Are you in disbelief that your talent will make room for you? Are you in disbelief that you can actually create some type of success in this world? Are you in disbelief? Right? That's the point of this video. Are you in disbelief? And at the end of the video, you will find out if you were in disbelief or not. So in my last video, I talked about the power in being wrong. And that was kind of, a shocking video, per se, to put it out there, because so many people, we value so much about being correct, about being right. Like, we have Google. Like, if you're wrong in the age of Google, oh my gosh, like, people will never let you live that down. But there's so much power in being wrong. So much power in being wrong, because how often do you come across somebody who is okay with being wrong? Whenever we're looking at our favorite people in the world, whenever we're looking at the people that we look up to, even like to a lesser degree, TikTok personalities, we always have a lot more respect for somebody who can come back on camera and admit that they were wrong. I think there's a whole side of the internet that will condemn you regardless, right? They're like, oh, you were wrong. But at the end of the day, the real people, not the NPCs, the real people will respect someone a lot more if they can admit that they're wrong. So when that comes to belief, when we're talking about the belief in yourself, it really boils down to trust issues, or a complete sense of trust. This could go in a bunch of different directions. But I don't know if you guys have heard of, the psychology platform, the study, the attachment styles like avoidant, secure, and avoidant, secure, and what was the other one? Anxious attachment style. And that a lot has to do with trust, because obviously you get a lot of who you are, especially in your trust department when you're an infant. How your mom dealt with you when you were a kid. Was she always available? Secure attachment style. Was she sometimes available? Anxious attachment style. Was she never available? Avoidant attachment style. That's basically like the summing up of it. Obviously it gets more intricate and more detailed the more you go on. But you'll have grown people, you'll have teenagers, everybody who have to face this question eventually if you want to make something of yourself in this world. And understanding just how trusting you are in this world, will be the ultimate gauge of who you become in this world. And I don't think that many people talk about that. There's a lot of BS in this information age, in the age of Google, right? Of everything that we have. There's so much fake information, fake news out there, and it's really hard to trust when somebody's telling you what is the truth. Part of it is because not many people really know what the truth is. That's a whole different video. And the other side of it is there's just not a lot of people who know what they're doing, but everybody's giving advice. So do not take this as an advice video. Take this as an open dialogue, a way of thinking, a conceptual way of understanding where you're at in trust, right? So if you are 100 something pounds, 130, 140 pounds, and you want to get to 200 pounds, that takes belief. You cannot show up to the gym as much as you need to show up if you don't believe that you're actually going to make muscle. Which is why every time I used to coach bodybuilding and coach fitness people back in the day, and my first couple of questions were all gauging their belief about themselves. Not saying that that's like an end-all be-all, because you can gain belief into yourself, but knowing where someone is in the belief stage is pretty much where you need to know, what you need to know to guide them correctly. And the physical side of belief as a concept is, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, is the baseline. If you can master physical belief, my body can do this, I can master this, there is something that I can do physically. And the reason why it's the number one and it's the base is because in a small amount of time, you can always see results. Always. There is no magic behind fitness. Calories in versus calories out If you are consuming less calories than you are burning, you will lose weight, period, point blank. No such thing as big boneness. No such thing as my metabolism is not doing this outside of like a thyroid issue. No such thing as these things, because when everybody's starving, everyone's skinny. Period. Nothing else to discuss. So whenever we're dealing with belief systems, if you don't believe in yourself, start at the gym. Start at the gym. Obviously, if you have a better place to start, let me know, because this is a dialogue. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. But if you stumble across this video and you don't think of yourself as highly or as accurately as you should, start up at the gym. Okay, so if you're already at the gym and you understand that your hands can produce effort, your hands can produce results. Your hands can actually take you from point A to point B. Then the next level is gauging how much belief you have in your mind, how much belief you have in your way of thinking, how much belief do you have, another one, and forget the order. I'm just trying to give you guys a concept. How much belief do you have in your relationships? Do you think your friendships will last forever? Do you think your parents love you? Do you think your cousins actually are looking forward to seeing you? Whatever it is, all of this is a belief system, because the moment you stop believing positive things, the more negative obviously you see, but not only that, the more negative that you actually experience in this world. And it's hard to make this not like an advice video, because I have to say it in a way that you understand, but just don't take this like I'm trying to tell you what to do or I'm trying to give you world major keys. Because the thing about success is you get to make your own major keys. A little bit about the reason why I feel like I'm qualified to talk about that. My last song got to top 40 on iTunes. I'm in multiple magazines. Where is it at? Multiple magazines for real estate. I'm also licensed in all 50 states, or able to do loans in all 50 states as a loan officer as well. I was nominated for Best Supporting Actor in Sweeney Todd. Basically, everything that I'm trying to do is slowly getting to a level where it's so overly my last bodybuilding competition, I got second. Shouldn't have got second, but we're getting there. So everything that we're trying to do, we're doing to a level that is above average. I'll put it that way. So it's multiple different types of industries, multiple different types of fields that qualify me to talk about success as a concept and not as a specific. If you want to be successful in real estate, I can teach you step by step how to be successful in real estate in 1 year. And I've done it multiple times with a couple of friends of mine, and they're living great right now. So when I'm talking about the concept of belief, it is pretty much everything. If you don't believe you're going to have a good day, you will not. If you don't believe there's any reason to get up, there's not a reason to get out of bed, you're not going to get out of bed. So gauging your belief system is right in line with your trust system. Do you trust that my hands can do this? Do I trust that I'm smart enough to do this? Do I trust that I have the ability to learn these skill sets? Do I trust that the people around me love me? Do I trust that my boss is not going to fire me if I need to take a day off? It's all a system of trust. So once you start making a checklist of everything you need to do in your life, everything you need to trust in your life to take you to the next level, that's when everything starts to open up for you. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's say you want to be a singer. You have to trust that you can actually sing, and you have to trust that the music that you are putting into the computer and into the microphone is going to translate authentically and accurately to my audience. My audience is going to feel me. My audience is going to understand me. And I trust that if I put the work in and the words on the page, they're going to understand it. They're going to feel it. It's a trust system. And I don't know when the last time you may have analyzed your ability to trust or analyzed your amount of trust that you give, but it is very valuable that you start to analyze the type of trust that you are giving, because you might be feeling like you're giving 110% to whatever goal that you're aiming for, but your results are not reflecting that. You're like, man, I'm so exhausted at the end of every single day. I am busting my ass at this job. I'm busting my ass at my creativity, at my niche, but things are not falling into place. It might be because your belief in your ability to be successful in this specific area is actually way lower than you think it is, which means that you are putting 100% effort into something you only 25% believe in. Now that, if you take anything from this video, take that from it. I think I might just leave you guys with that. 10 minutes? Hey, I will see you till next time. Dwell on that thought. I believe in you.